Okay, what's up, boys? So many of you, many. I've gotten a lot of requests from people in the Facebook group. I've gotten a lot of requests from people on YouTube comments. Um, Ruling questions. Now, it's hard to communicate with people in this game because the rule manual, as we see here, doesn't just answer ruling questions. Some of these things are kind of vague, as we'll find out. So I went to the creators of the game themselves and the Chrono Clash system and asked them these questions directly. They gave me their answers. They posted it on here actually, and that's what we'll be looking at. I would have loved for them to send me to it directly, like I thought they were, but they posted it, which is fine with me. It makes it easier to review, but it also makes it easier for everyone to get their hands on these. It took them a while, so I hope the hype didn't die down. But without further ado, let's get into these. So, first question. When using the reinforcements ability and summoning a battler, does the player need to pay the time or sacrifice for EX cards? So if we can remember, reinforcements ability is this one right here. It's kind of cut off. Sorry about that. I can't really change that right now. But basically, I'll read it to you. Whenever the battler is destroyed when it's in the battlefield, summon a battler from the extra deck. Summon a battler or extra deck battler from your hand with the same cost or less. So this means basically, basically neither. The reinforcement allows the player to summon a replacement. So you don't need to pay time or sacrifice for cards. So you have a 5-cost card out there that dies with reinforcements. You can summon a 5-cost reinforcement if there is one, or a 5-cost card in your hand. So just some stuff like that. The next question: does the Last Stand ability trigger every time that battler attacks? If the battler with Last Stand attacks a Guardian and it is revealed to be an action card, is it still considered a battle? The answer is yes. The Last Stand ability triggers every battle the battler with the Last Stand is involved in. If a Guardian is revealed to be an action card, no battle takes place. The battler with Last Stand would survive if it attacks into an action card. So, let's see. Where's the Last Stand ability? Again, it's cut off. I'm sorry. But whenever this battler battles, it gets the strength bonus in the icon. Destroy this battler after the battle. So, this is important because that means if your battler with Last Stand attacks a Guardian and it's an action card, it doesn't become a battle. So your thing's not destroyed at the end of the battle and it doesn't get its boost. Which is important because if you attack into an action card, your battler doesn't die. That's really important. The next one: if a player wins the die roll, do they go first or do they decide who goes first? This is important. In games like Yu-Gi-Oh, you roll the dice. Everyone rolls the dice. Everyone rolls the dice. That's how it works. You roll dice. Usually it's high roll. Whoever gets the higher roll decides if you want to go first or if you want to go second. In this game, the first player is determined randomly. So, however that works out, you don't get to decide. You will not get to decide who goes first and who goes second. So, that's a little unfortunate. I feel like that takes away from this game a little bit. I'd love to see strategies that work on like big monsters, like you go second if your opponent gives you all this cost. Or they just work on attacking super aggro strategies. That's kind of important. It's kind of a disappointment, but some games are like that. It's not too big of a deal. This is the easy one. I had this answer for a while. Can you have more than 5 Guardians? There's no limit to your Guardian stack. There's cards that add cards to your Guardian stack. You can have 6, 7, 8, 10, a billion cards in your Guardian stack. You can have as many as you want in there. There's no limits. If my battler has an effect that triggers when I attack and it has +2 Guardian ability, does that effect trigger every time it battles a Guardian? This is a little weird wording on a question, but basically, no. The effect triggers once you tap the battler to attack, not every time it battles a Guardian. So, I'm supposing how this works out is you don't tap your battler, untap it, tap your battler, untap it, tap your battler. you attack the guardians. It's going to be either one by one or all at once. All at once would be weird. I feel like they reveal the guardian. Actually, I think they did this in the demo play video where the creators had a little match. They reveal one by one. So if you have 3 guardian attacks, that you attack the guardian, they reveal that one. You win that battle, you attack another, you reveal that one, and so on and so on. So if you lose a battle, your guardian attack obviously doesn't go or goes away because you lost that battle. So it's not, you don't reveal all at once, I believe. That'd be a little disgusting. That'd be broken because that would just guarantee a thing with +3 guardian attacks gets like four rewards no matter what, even if they lose. Does the target other battlers affect only battlers in play, or does it include battlers in the discard pile, in hand as well, etc.? So it's talking about chosen battler. So this ability targets a battler of your choice, either one, it's target other battlers. Yeah. So each of your battlers, except for the battler with this icon, gets this ability. Targets a battler of your choice, either one of your opponents. So this means you can choose the answer here, all targets of your other battlers in play, hand, or discard. This is important because you can choose a card in your hand, I believe, if something has this ability to get plus power. However that works, that's a little weird. Plus cost, minus cost, things like that. That's insane. That's a little weird. But I can see how this works. I feel like in hand is kind of insane because I don't know how you keep track of things with plus power in your hand and like multiple copies and stuff like that. That's a little weird. I can understand discard pile because like maybe there's things that resurrect in the discard pile later on or something like that. That's understandable, but it's a little weird in the hand. Next one, does the guardian or does the leader ability only last until the end of the turn? Or does it last until I summon my next battler? So I guess this is kind of an errata, maybe. I don't know. The effect should read, the next battler you summon this turn. This effect only lasts until the end of the player's turn. So the leader ability, this one right here, wow, they're all cut off. That's unfortunate. When this battler attacks, the next battler you summon after this has its cost reduced by the number inside this icon. So it's only until the end of that turn. So you only get that cost reduction until the end of that turn. Then right here, Ryan Miller, he's the designer of this Chrono Class system. He's telling us, if you have any more questions, let me know. Can't wait for this game to finally get into the hands. I believe no one... here we have some more questions. If I play a battler with Sentinel and I choose to tap it, can I restand it with a card that says restand a battler and then attack with it, or does it continue to have summoning sickness the entire turn? You cannot attack that turn regardless. So it looks like if you tap a card and you restand it, no matter what you do, that card will have summoning sickness. Unless it has fast, you cannot attack that turn. So I believe that's sort of standard in most games. Is it 4 or 5 quests to wins? I believe the website says 5 and the rulebook says 4. Don't know if they've changed this yet. I do notice that 5 quests. I will contact Bandai to make sure it's updated. So it is 5 quests. They've upped the quests to win. I think that's a good move. Questing seems like a pretty insane way to win. It's a turbo, but now with 5, that makes it a little harder, a little bit less of a desirable win condition. Can X plus X Guardian attack battlers attack quested Guardians? Yes, but the extra Guardian attack does not allow it to attack the battler once all of its quest Guardians are gone. That is important. I believe they went over this before. This was pretty standard information, I believe, is in the rule book, because you only get extra Guardian attacks. The battler that's questing is not a Guardian. The card underneath it is treated as a Guardian. So that makes sense. Is the questing battler considered a battler while they have a card on top of them? Yes. Just went over this. Literally just said this. The battler that is questing is not a Guardian. The card underneath it is considered to be a Guardian, if I'm correct. This is very important. So anyone, please come to me. Please come to Ryan Miller. Join the Facebook group. If you have any questions, any at all, these are very easy questions to ask. Usually they just need a little more clarification. Sometimes the wording on these rule manuals. This is the first edition. Naruto CCG had like what? 13 I think, editions of their rule book. Yu-Gi-Oh's had like, God, they've had four master rules, sorry. So rules change all the time. Excuse me. Rules change all the time in card games and stuff like this. It's nothing new. But yeah, if you have any rule questions, please come to Ryan Miller. Please come to the Chrono Class System Facebook. Come to the community's Facebook. But let me know what you guys think. Hopefully, spoilers. Hopefully these things can be figured out. Thank you.